Harry Potter, where wands wave and spells are cast, there's one name in the credits that can easily maybe go unnoticed. While fans worldwide adored Emma Watson as Hermione Granger, few realise that part of her iconic portrayal is the work of Flick Miles, who served as Emma's body double for the first 3 films.
Stepping in on countless scenes, she helped bring Hermione to life, able to fill in on any shots where they didn't need a close-up of the actor's face. And now, 25 years after that first movie was released, Flick is stepping out from the shadows to share the untold stories of her time as the unsung hero of Hogwarts.
And the magical Flick Miles joins us live from London. Hi, Flick.
Hi, thanks for having me on.
Hey.
I think everyone is probably secretly jealous of your childhood. We have to know, how do you get the job as Hermione's double? Like, how did that happen in the first place?
So I think everybody thinks it's going to be like a really glamorous story of going to some sort of like prestigious drama school or something, but it actually wasn't that at all. I went to just like an after-school club when I was at primary school, where we just did sort of like improv and stuff like that. And the woman who ran it also ran a really small agency. And yeah, they just found me through there. They'd obviously over the summer cast Emma, and then I think they were just looking like all over the UK for anybody who was sort of like into acting. And I think just me and Emma had quite a similar shaped face, and obviously same like height and stuff like that. And yeah, I got the part.
So what was it like? Give us an idea of what the work involved on set.
So every day was different, but we would be there Monday to Friday. I would sort of get in, not that early actually, probably about like 9 o'clock, have breakfast, get into hair and makeup. And then really the day would just consist of being in school. So we had to do at least 3 hours of schooling, maybe more, and being down on set. And there were sort of runners that would go between sort of taking us down to set to do scenes and then going back to school. And I remember we'd be in school and you would hear the runners coming, like their like radio mics going, and you'd just be thinking like, please let it be me, like please let it be me going to set so I can get out of class.
Wow. Gee, as little girls, your similarities, gee, you're very much alike. Well, you were asked to step in, this isn't a major scene. This is where Emma Watson had an allergic reaction on set. So take us through this moment.
Look at my face.
Yeah, so the cat scene, right. So, I mean, it sounds more dramatic than it was. I think Emma just had like a slight reaction to the glue they used to apply the makeup. And just because it is a full face mask and I was there, they just said, oh, would you like to do it? Which obviously I absolutely like jumped at the chance, because I got to work with the creature effects team, who basically create every sort of non-human character in the film. But the mask is actually made up of like hundreds of pieces, like all the whiskers and everything was individually placed. And it's so sad. It took about 4 hours to put on and we filmed over 2 days, but they just rip it off at the end of the day. You can't reuse it. So it comes off in sort of like minutes.
Wow.
But yeah, that was a really amazing experience.
What a story to tell. OK, you also had a lot of screen time in the third film with the time turner scenes where we saw 2 Hermiones, right? Can you talk us through that sort of tricky filming process?
Yeah, and this is actually probably one of my favourite times filming, because we went up to the Scottish Highlands, and anybody who's been up there just knows, and you can see from this, it is just like the most beautiful place. But yeah, as you can see, they sort of just had... If the Emma in the forefront of any shot, and then when they're sort of looking back at themselves, that would be us, which sounds quite tricky, but it's all storyboarded out, and it was actually quite straightforward. But it's so fun because obviously I would never normally be on set with Emma, because if I was there, she wouldn't need to be there, and if she was there, I wouldn't need to be there. So it was one of the few times we actually got to both be on set together, which was really lovely.
Is it true you got to throw that iconic punch at Draco Malfoy?
Yeah, and oh my God, my attempt, I mean, I don't think it's really a surprise. I've never punched anyone before or after that. That's the one punch I've ever thrown. And I think it was so bad mine. I don't think it actually makes it into the film, because I think I was just like so pathetic. But Tom was such a good sport, because I think Emma had to do the scene and punch him a few times. I then had to come and do the scene and punch him a few times. Yeah, and it's such a great scene for Hermione though. You just feel so like happy that she's finally just showing Malfoy who's boss. But yeah.
Hey, we've all got our favourite moments in the films. What's your favourite memory working with Emma?
Oh, so hard. Do you know what? It's all the stuff that happens not like to do with the actual filming. So we both absolutely loved dancing. Oh, that's actually the picture there. And we would do sort of dance classes in our lunch break. We loved art, and we would do sort of we'd get like big canvases and do like throwing paint everywhere. And I think because Harry Potter is quite a boy-dominated cast, especially earlier in the films. I think just being two young girls the same age, like we really gravitated towards each other, and doing those things sort of away from set was really lovely. That we had each other to do that, and we had similar interests. And yeah, but she was so lovely. She is so lovely, and she's such a great Hermione.
Because the films were being made as the books were coming out, you say you witnessed one actor discovered a huge plot twist about their character.
Yeah, this is so funny. So when we were filming the third film, the fifth book came out, and J.K. Rowling had said a main character dies. So everybody was thinking like, oh my gosh, whose contract's up? Who's not coming back next year? Like, what's going on? So everyone's sort of speed reading, and I'm speed reading, and I'm sat in hair and makeup. And then Gary Oldman comes in to sit in the hair and makeup seat next to me, and he just says, "It's me. They've killed me off. Sirius is going." And in that moment, I actually felt so furious. So I was like, you've ruined that for me. I hadn't actually got to that part. And I was pretty sure it wasn't Hermione that was going to get killed off. So I was like, you've just really ruined that for me. Anyway, Mum was like, look, if there was anyone who was going to spoil it for you, at least it was Gary Oldman himself, who confirms that Sirius is the person who dies in the fifth book.
That's great. Now, before we let you go, just be really honest with us, because we're in Australia, so no lawyers are going to lawyers are going to see this. In Australia's in international water, so we're good here. Did you nick anything from any of the props on your way home?
My heart still goes when I talk about this, because I did, and I still think, like, 25 years on, are they going to come and demand that I give stuff back? But only really little things that they wouldn't miss. So I took sort of parts of my school uniform, like my school tie. And there's one, because before they're sorted into their houses in the first film, all the students are wearing like a black tie with the house crest on it. So I had to take that because I felt that was quite special. And then just like quills and books and stuff like that. But I think as the films went on, they really clamped down on people taking stuff from those films. They were like just chucking it in the bags and going. But
well, it's
I had to take a few things.
Absolutely.
Of course you did.
I mean, so great talking to you, Flick. What are you doing these days, just quickly as we say goodbye?
So I'm a journalist, so I still sort of work slightly in that industry, but yeah, and just a mum. I'm actually 35 weeks pregnant at the moment, so I'm sorry if I look really tired and I'm being really weird.
Congratulations.
Congrats.
It's been so beautiful talking to you, and it's really great.
Thank you so much for
learning
having me
all the
on.
behind the scenes
absolutely.
stuff, isn't it?
Great chat. Lovely to see you. Thanks, Flick. All right, just ahead for